Now, Tom, he was the see ya guy, right? See ya.
Yeah, and it's funny you bring that up because I've now noticed after talking about this last week, I still do that so
Nice.
many times throughout the week. Like with certain people that I'm talking to, I end up, all right, dude, all right, man, I'll talk at you then. All right, soup. And I'm like, damn, I did it again.
That's great.
I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize it. I was with my family because my mom turned 84 the other
Yeah.
day. Happy 84th birthday,
Happy
Mama. She's not
84th.
watching the show, but maybe she'll feel the vibes.
Yeah.
Um, but I was talking, telling some kind of a story, and then when I stopped, like my sister was just staring at me, and she's like, "Don't get mad at me." I'm like, and she said, "I'm just not used to you saying GD so openly before." I said, "GD? I didn't." She said, "Yeah, you did." Like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what I said that made it even sound like that. She said, "What did you say before damn?" I'm like, "Van." And then my mom said, I heard you too. And then Katie's like, "Yeah, we all heard you say it." And I'm like, "Really?" And I was thinking about it, and I was telling my story, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess I did. I guess I've adopted that into my vocabulary and didn't even realize it." But that's my way to express frustration when I talk about spilling something over. I'm telling a story, and it went everywhere. And I was like, God damn it. Like, I don't even notice that I say that. And
Yeah, it kind of just gets embedded a little bit. I know.
yeah,
My
had
mom's
no
super
idea.
religious too. She's Catholic, and so I try to
Oh,
watch it.
you like this that because my mom said, but that's using his name in vain. I said I love veins. I'm always trying to get more vascular. Look at these.
Look it, I got vascularity. God appreciates it.
It got a pop in the living room.
Nice. That's awesome.
What were you saying about your mom before I so rudely interrupted
Oh,
you?
that's okay. No, she's like Catholic and stuff like that, and I'm still kind of Catholic and everything like that. So I try to watch it sometimes, but I just say it and it's like, oh, I'll just try to be mindful next time. I'm sure it just happens. I can't I can't say I'm not saying Van Dam. She knows that much.
Man,
So
damn it.
gee whiz.
Yeah, I'm okay with swearing. I think people should know that. That's part of my non-conformity is censorship is ridiculous to me.
Ridiculous. Yes. They're swearing is therapeutic. I think I try to watch what I say sometimes, but more often than not I'll swear. Like it's
Well, the thing is, from my perspective, is that we give the power to the words. It's not like uh, it's not like a book from heaven came down or came to us and said, okay, these words. Okay, if you're describing that, it's okay to that thing that just came out of that dinosaur slash buffalo slash chipmunk, whatever. If you want to describe that, like humans are brand new, right?
yeah.
If you call it poop, cool. Doo doo, no one's got a problem with that. But if you call it shit, wait, how do you say that? Shit, like that, then we're all going to be offended.
Right then that's when you get upset.
Does that? I mean, does that make sense? I mean, we give the words their power, choose to be offended by them, and then hold that power in reservation so we can use it, like you said, to relieve stress or for someone to really make a point. But in the end, what the fuck? All it is the pronunciation that's caused from the positioning of our lips when we talk. I mean, I always come to this, Dom, dude, man, I think you're a great fucking guy.
Oh, thanks.
If I
I,
say that, why should you be offended?
right. I
Should
shouldn't
be the
be.
meaning of it, you
Yeah.
know. But if I say, you know what, you can suck a wiener next time I see you, I'm gonna smack you across your face. That I think should come across a little more abrasively than being like, you know what, fuck, dude, he's a good shit, right?
Yeah. And
But
even adding the swear word into it makes more emphasis on it. So you even mean it a little bit more, like you know what I mean? So it's like hey, you're a fucking
And
great
again,
guy.
and again,
You're a great
that's
guy,
the
Rob.
power,
Yeah.
that's the power we give to it. You know what I mean? And hey, you know, let's go to the N word. We give that so much power that it's courteous to just know that that's going to offend so many people. It's much better to not even say it. And that's with a whole bunch of history behind it and how it was used to, make an entire um, whole race of people feel or appear to be inferior. Just everything about that. And still, I could argue that, that you could say the word and still be a good person or not mean it offensively. But it's much better to not even fuck with that. But for most people, they feel like that about all words. Katie's always like, there's kids in the elevator. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to say
Yeah.
that. Shit, sorry, buddy.
They're in public, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't do that on purpose to offend anybody. If I'm at a school, an elementary school or something, I'm going to be on my best behavior. But that's because I know how it's perceived, because I know how other people will be offended, not because I will mean anything differently than if I choose other words to describe the exact same thing that I want to say.
Right. Yeah, it's I find it therapeutic. I know people yeah, it's such a weird kind of censorship thing that's got indoctrinated into us to be like, okay, this is faux pas.
Because I mean, and how about when people replace it? What? Shut the front door.
Yeah.
And they really they think that they have a better place in heaven now because they chose to say it that way. Because the words don't even mean the same. In different languages. Like in England, they call a vagina a fanny. And so us wrestlers have learned a long time ago how much they think the fanny pack is a funny thing for us to call it that, because it means something completely different there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just the way, like I said, that we're positioning our lips and our tongue and our teeth when we say things. That's what makes a difference between fucking truck, not the intention. So it's really strange to me that censorship is it comes from a place that a perspective that's considered intelligent, because I feel like it's inconsistent with intelligence unless it has a meaning that I don't understand.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think, yeah, if you're cursed, it doesn't mean you're. I think it's such a weird thing to think that somebody's dumber because they swear a lot or anything like that. I think it's more of the person. If the person's acting like an idiot, then they're freaking. You can tell they're a moron. You don't need the words to kind of have that happen for you.
from let's say, Sheldon on that Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory, yeah.
Yeah, how he's so almost robotic and not relatable to humans and stuff. All right, I have a big part of me that I think is like that looks at everyone as an outsider, is a one of a kind. And from that perspective, I feel like most things that are done just because it's tradition or custom are non-functional, and therefore could be considered superfluous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Or not needed, expendable. Like most things, it's Thanksgiving. You can't leave the table until you're so stuffed. You got to undo your buttons on your pants or whatever. Blah 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 blah. It's okay, I get it, but most things like that, if it's just because of culture and tradition, it usually isn't functional with survival. And if you look at it from that way, there's a lot of unnecessary emphasis put on things that people don't think about. They just consider it, hey, I'm trying to be a better person. I quit swearing. Okay, if that makes you feel like a better person, but I'm not going to think of you as any better of a fucking person, you know, than I did before. But
Yeah.
good on you, working on you. That's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Just trying to, yeah, it's a good perspective. Yeah, they're just trying to better themselves in their own right and seeing what maybe they feel is tripping them up in certain.
And we all judge from our own values, so that's how we all see everybody. You
That's
know.
it. That's it.